This session of Squad School is going to talk about outreach. So, Moms Nation is an outreach ministry of Faith Church. Moms Nation welcomes all moms. It doesn't matter where she goes to church or if she goes to church. It doesn't matter if she believes in Jesus or another deity or none at all. It doesn't matter if she is a established and mature believer or if she just heard about Jesus for the first time last week. We aim to meet every single woman exactly where she's at with the goal of sharing Jesus' love and building relationships with her just in an approachable and non-threatening way. That's it. So being an outreach ministry means that we want moms at every point of the faith spectrum to feel welcomed. Whether they are strong in their faith or have no interest at all, that diversity is a sign that we are doing outreach well by creating a space where every mom feels welcomed and loved and accepted right where she is. This means, though, that we are not a women's Bible study and we are not just a Christian women's group. We're also not a mom sorority that has no exposure to faith or just a book club. We are something unique, something in the middle, a place where relationship and community intersect with a faith framework so that every mom has the opportunity to meet Jesus in a deeper way than before, and maybe even for the first time. So I was recently listening to the Momco Leader podcast. For those of you who have been around for many years, you were here when we were still associated with MOPS International. MOPS has changed their name. They are now the Momco, or the Mom Community. And they have a really great leader podcast, what I still listen to. And I listened to one recently on a topic called relational evangelism, which is outreach. And they shared a really great analogy in that podcast, and I'm just going to share it with you here today. I encourage you to go listen to the podcast in its entirety because I'm going to do a really dirty job of summing up what they said, but I think the message is important. So everyone loves a good front porch, right? Like think about perfect 75 degree, 80 degree day, whatever your perfect temperature is, sitting out on a rocking chair, drink of choice in your hand. It's wide open space with no walls, fresh air. It's welcoming. It's comfortable. It's low pressure. That is the space we are striving to create in our Moms Nation groups. Now, the front porch is not inside the home. It's attached to the home. Similarly, as an outreach ministry, we, as Moms Nation, we are attached to Faith Church, but we are not a church, and that is by design. Our ministry is built to provide something that feels safe and inviting for moms who might never otherwise set foot inside a church. And it's a really big deal that they've even come to our front porch. Bible studies, faith kids, small groups, and Sunday mornings, those are church ministries that happen inside the house. And we're not trying to compete with or replace or even provide continuation of those things. They are great things, but we are outside and they are inside. And if we try to start adding these things, we end up building walls around our porch. And suddenly our porch is turned into a sunroom. And that's when we start to lose sight of our mission and what we are aiming to do. Our goal is to bring moms from the outside to the front porch to the inside, not to bring the inside into our meetings. And when we do this right, we reach women who would never otherwise step foot in church. The front porch is a place to build community, which every mom is looking for. You don't need Jesus to know that you need people. It's a place where you can show up messy and tired and in your puked on t-shirt with all your baggage and be welcomed without judgment. And when we create that kind of community, people want to know what's through the door. There is spiritual curiosity that's sparked. So as leaders, it's our job to keep that front porch mentality. Now remember that this may be the first time in someone's life that they have experienced female friendship that doesn't come with drama or judgment. This is why we don't tolerate gossip in our group. This is why we push for you to watch for women who aren't being included and invite them in. It's also why we ask you to make sure your topics don't feel too much like a sermon or a Bible study. Maintaining that balance keeps our group a welcoming, low boundary environment where everyone feels comfortable. We keep this in mind when we program our meeting. We respect everyone's time. This is by making her feel cared for. We respect her time by starting and ending on time. We know moms are busy. We don't ask her to show up at 9 o'clock, but wait to start your meeting until 9:15. You've wasted 15 minutes of her time when she prioritized getting there when you told her to. Similarly, don't tell her she's going to be done at 11 o'clock, but then keep her in her mini squad group until 11:10. Maybe she has an appointment or somewhere else to be, and she doesn't want to feel rude by leaving on time, but it feels early because the group's not done yet. We also want to make sure that we are thinking about the language that we're using in personal conversations and from the front of the room. Coach your speakers to use accessible language as well. If they are speaking with a faith perspective or influence, make sure it's at a level that people without a faith background who have not been raised in the church are able to understand. We need to prioritize time for relationships to be built at the beginning of your time, conversation during your meal, and during your mini squad discussion group time at the end. This is not mom school. This is mom community. When we stay on the front porch, when we keep our mission in mind, that's where it's easy for us to see moms walking by on the sidewalk who need a friend, or driving down on the street who need to find somewhere to go. This is where it's easy to see and be the eyes and be aware of who else needs to be invited onto the porch. So again, we really would encourage you. There's much more conversation that went into this on the podcast, but please take some time to listen to that full podcast and learn more about relational evangelism and really what outreach is and why we do what we do.